Because joining us now from Washington is TSA Administrator John Pistole. Mr. Pistole, good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
Virtually every newspaper in the country this morning quotes you first as saying that you wouldn't change these procedures, and then as backtracking a little bit to say this is an evolving process. So many people are going to be traveling this week. I want them to know exactly what to expect. So could you please be as clear as possible? Will you change these security procedures before the holiday?
Well, Maggie, of course, we're always evaluating and trying to assess what is the best possible way of conducting our security operations to ensure the safety and security of the traveling public. We know over the weekend that Al-Qaeda Arabian Peninsula issued new information that went into great detail about how they constructed the cargo bombs out of Yemen at the end of last month. Also very aware of all the concerns raised by the American people, members of Congress reflecting their constituent views, and just those of the general traveling public who are just concerned about, so what does this mean? So what I'm doing is working with security experts, both within TSA and also the GAO and the Inspector General's office, who did covert testing that found that we were not thorough enough over the last several years to say, are there other possible ways of doing screening that would also give some high level of confidence that everybody on every flight has been thoroughly screened?
But in the meantime, you will continue with these pat-downs that some people have called humiliating, violating, and demeaning? At the moment, that is still the plan?
Well, let me just say first, Maggie, that very few people actually receive these pat-downs. They either alert through a walk-through metal detector, or they opt out of the advanced imaging technology.
I know,
so
but some people who have don't like them. And I don't know if you heard the story of this man who said that it was so aggressive that his urine bag spilled. So my question is, why should anyone have to sacrifice dignity for safety?
Well, what it comes down to is that balance that we've been talking about, and obviously great concern over anybody who has felt like they have not been treated properly or have had something embarrassing like that happen. The bottom line is, how can we make sure that we don't have a Abdul Muttalib, a 1225 bomber, who opts out and then is not given a thorough pat-down, has a non-metallic bomb on him that can cause catastrophic harm, kill hundreds of people in the air and perhaps people on the ground. So that's that balance, and that between the security and the privacy. How do we best work that?
Mr. Pistole, I'm sure you're aware of the internet movement calling for travelers, as a way to protest your policies, to opt out of these full body scanners on Wednesday and opt instead for these pat-downs. What would you like to say to people who are considering doing this?
Well, what I would hope that they would consider is the vast majority of people want to just get home for the holidays, to spend time with their loved ones. And I would hate for those people who, again, over 80% of people say we should be using the advanced imaging technology. I think I saw another study, 78% said yes, we should have enhanced screening. The vast majority of people, including the 99% who do not opt out of AIT through our experience, those people just want to get home to spend time with family and loved ones. So I just feel bad for those people who might be delayed because of lines caused by people who want to protest.
Okay. John Pistole, thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you, Maggie.